Hey guys, it's me Taco G, and today we're going to be talking about Stormbound. In Stormbound, there are 4 different factions, and each one has its own unique set of cards. There is also a set of neutral cards that can use to supplement your decks to make them stronger. Each of these cards can be upgraded up to level 5, at which they'll be much stronger than when you started. To upgrade cards, you must collect several copies and use gold to upgrade them. Instead, you can also use fusion stones for any missing cards. The larger your collection and the higher level cards you have, the more base health you will start with, giving you an edge in battle. The ladder is separated into 6 different leagues: Iron, Bronze, Silver, Gold, Platinum, and Diamond. Each league has 5 ranks, which will give you a card when you achieve that rank, and at the end of the season, you will get a chest containing gold, rubies, and cards. You cannot drop to a lower league after you've gotten to it, but you can drop ranks, so watch out. The 4 different factions, the Ironclad, Swarm of the East, Tribes of Shadowfen, and the Winter Pact, each have their own specific playstyle. The Ironclad Union uses constructs, rodents, and brute force to push through enemies, or push them away. They also have several structures which allow them to slowly gain the advantage by producing extra units, dealing damage, and more. To make an Ironclad deck, try to include some cheap units to gain an early board presence. Some spells like Boosting Elixir and Call for Aid to amplify your strength, a structure like Mech Workshop to produce value over time, and a few big units to overcome enemies easily. The Swarm of the East uses Satyrs, Undead, and Speed to rush past their enemies and deal damage directly to the enemy base. They can also grow large Satyrs to overwhelm the opponent. When making a Swarm deck, include lots of very cheap units, as many as you can fit in, and if you have it, Herald's Hymn is an excellent finishing move. A cheap spell like Potion of Growth or Summon Militia can also help a lot. Alternatively, you can include several Satyr cards along with the Moonlit Eerie to go for a slower deck that can build up big Satyrs over time. And again, Herald's Hymn is a great finishing move. The Tribes of Shadowfen use toads, ravens, sacrifices, poison, and drain strength directly from their enemy. They can also convert enemies to their side to fight for them, allowing them to quickly turn the game in their favor. Shadowfen's strength lies in its unique poison and drain mechanics, and the amount of toads it can spawn, so be sure to include lots of little toads, as well as some poison and draining cards. If you have Blood Ministers, be sure to use them as they can create a lot of value. If you have Kindred's Grace, you can also use it to combo with your toads, an awesome and fun strategy that's easy to pull off. The Winter Pact uses Frostlings and Dwarves, freezing enemies in their tracks and accumulating tons of mana, being very defensive until they can completely destroy their opponent with a few gigantic dwarves. Winter decks need time to stall before they can really shine. Use freezing and freeze-related cards like Icicle Burst, Frost Hexers, Midwinter Chaos, and Wisp Cloud to create a huge advantage, stalling the opponent's board and waiting until you can use big dwarves like Fleshmenders, Wolfcloaks, and Chillbeards. That's it for my beginner's guide to Stormbound. Make sure to like, subscribe for more content. I'll be sure to release more guides on how to win more games and build better decks in the future. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.